classroom has a material we call baby washing, and I want to show you how I teach it to my students today. This material is sitting out on our unit study that we have all about babies, and so it's sitting right here. So let's take it to a table and I'll show you how the students would do it. For reference, the students in my classroom are aged 3 to 6, and that's really important to know. This material comes with a real, actual anatomically correct baby doll, a little water, like a pitcher for water, a sponge, a fake little baby bottle, and the tub. The student is going to add this green vinyl mat to go below it just to protect the table and to make sure the water spills kind of stay contained. They're also going to wear an apron over their body, but the aprons don't fit me because they're for children, so I'm not going to wear one, but we do have little aprons that they wear. Before doing anything, they're going to make sure that this mat gets unrolled so the table can stay protected. And then we obviously need to undress the baby. This part is a little hard for the children, so I might have to step in as the adult, but they can at least get the snaps off. It's kind of hard for them to pull the thing up over their arms. So this is probably the part where I might jump in and help, or they might even ask for help at this part. But once it's over their arms, they're pretty much home free at that point. You just make sure it's off to the side, and they can usually get the diaper part by themselves. All right, so the baby goes in the tub, and then we're just gonna take this pitcher and fill it up in the sink 2 times with water. And that goes right into the tub. So I can get the sponge wet and wipe away. And then when the child is all the way done, they're gonna need to go get a rag to dry the baby off, but first they're gonna remove her from the water here. And then we dump out the water first so that it doesn't make a bigger mess everywhere. So we're gonna dump the water out, and then we're gonna go get a rag to dry her off. And then I do tell them when I show them this that it's really good to make sure that you get like all the water off, or else the clothing is gonna be really hard to get back on. And then we can also do a nice good wipe of the tub, make sure that's dry. Now it's time to redress the baby. So we always start with the diaper, and I've already taught them that like the blue strip here is what goes on top. So we're practicing learning how to put on and off the diaper, and this is like their favorite part. They love this part, and they're really, really good at it. And then again, putting this back on can be pretty tricky, so they might come and ask me to just get it over their head and their arms so that they can snap the rest of it. And then once she's snapped all the way back up, I do give them a lesson on the correct way to hold a baby, and they can practice holding her correctly while giving her a bottle, so they know where the arm, like the hand and the arm placement goes. We talk about supporting their neck, and they can just practice holding as they would maybe a little sister or a cousin or a next door neighbor or whoever it may be. They practice that, and then whenever they're done, they're gonna reset the whole work and put it back on the shelf. And there you go. That's baby washing in a nutshell. I hope this helped. Have a great day.